We now return to Let's Play Pharaoh. Okay, the pyramid is finally done. After literally hours sitting here, it finally got done. So, I guess it's a good thing I built the big one first and had the gods help me out, because they didn't help me out at all. And the requests I have been getting, a lot of them have dealt with food and stuff like that, and I only just recently started putting down warehouses specifically to start collecting the food, which I should have been doing all along. Oh well. But anyway, I was unable to fulfill a lot of requirements, and I got some requests for military aid from Abu, which is the only place where I'm getting the sandstone for this frickin' thing, and because these guys were not trained in an academy, which I only just built after I was working on the chariots, they were too weak to complete the thing, and so Abu was not giving me gifts of sandstone, and I've only been getting 40 a year, and this required like 500 after the initial 240 or something. It's been absolutely ridiculous. This is almost complete though. It only requires 3 loads, and so we'll just wait for that. What else? I've almost got... well, I've reached my population, I've reached everything else. This required... the culture requirements in this game are just absolutely ridiculous. The ratio of the jugglers and the dancers and the musicians and all that shit you need for population is just completely asinine. That's one of the things that is absolutely wrong with this game, just how much of that you need, as well as the libraries. But, oh my god. So I've actually managed to reach the population without having to go to the elite housing. So I've managed to get to the highest of the 2x2 housing, and they have fulfilled whatever they've needed. The gods have been a pain in the butt just because it's taken so long for each festival to come around that by the time I get the next one, it's been almost 2 years since they have had their thing. But I'm making a hell of a lot of money. I've managed to put away 83,000 in my own personal bank account. I've currently got 730,000 just in the city from various things. All I'm exporting right now are the luxury goods because I'm using pretty much everything else, and I've had to expand. I've even put stages down here, for Christ's sake. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I've expanded in there, so I'm taking the food. I'm actually at a shortage for workers. Like, I'm short 300 people, and I've still got that much excess. I've been chopping down some of the industries I haven't needed. I had to put in a storehouse here to take a gift of beer that I felt was going to be useful. Actually, since I'm importing so much beer, I can probably lower this now that I've got my own supply. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, the game is so close to being completed. I'm just waiting on the guy to come in and drop this off. But while we're waiting, I guess I can talk about the game and how much I hate the game. I've already mentioned just this nonsense right here. This is one of the things I hate about the game. The military is something that is just horrible, has always been horrible, even in Zeus and Emperor. Just the clicking on the flag and having to move them out, just the whole military aspect has been absolutely miserable in these games. And it's even worse in Pharaoh, just because you have to have that recruiter that one at a time creates all the troops in your city, and, you know, for the walls and stuff. Horrible. I'm so glad they improved on this game formula in the later games. It's just, I've spent so much time, and the game itself really is just way too hectic to be fun for me. The fact that you can't build when the game is paused is really annoying. The fact that you can't ignore military encounters. That's why I never did military in my Zeus and Emperor Let's Plays. I just did the bribes because I don't play this game to play military. I play it to build the cities. And the fact that I could not ever ignore that, and I had to fight if I, you know, inadvertently let them come in, really annoyed me. Another thing is just the population requirements for some of these missions. Absolutely outrageous. I mean, final mission, okay, 12,000, but still, that's a little excessive. Just a little excessive. You'll notice, though, that even with all of this, I've managed to keep it compact enough that I've still got, like, half the map where I could build if I had to. And I'm actually pretty pleased that I managed to get this prosperity rating. Like, it's a 94 prosperity. And I did that without going into the elite housing. So that's pretty nice. In fact, I didn't even have to go this far with it when I hit the requirement. I've only done it because I was trying to squeeze more people in. But I could have easily just finished off these areas and hit that requirement. Okay, I'm gonna have to speed this up, I guess, because they're not coming any faster. But yeah, despite losing out on those missions where I needed to have the military help, Abu is still within control, and I guess that's probably because it's the only source of sandstone, and so if it fell, I would not be able to complete the game. So that's been nice. Anything I can get rid of? I guess I can get rid of that because I don't need the carpenters for this. People are still wandering off. Okay. It's been really unfortunate that I've not been able to have the gods build anything else, but like I said, having them build that pyramid was a huge load off, because otherwise I would have been here forever. This last mission has probably taken me about 10 hours to just... And I mean, it's just been sitting here waiting for stuff to happen, which has been the worst part of it. Okay, how much left? One load. Okay, let's speed this up. I guess I can have another one just in case. I've been using Common Festival mostly just because it happens a lot quicker than the other ones, and I've just really had to keep up with it like that. Okay, there's the final load. Somebody take it, please. Hello? Are you fucking kidding me? There we go, Jesus. And is that done? What are we waiting on? Masons are working hard. Was that a festival? No, it wasn't. It's only 71%. I guess we can look here. Yeah, I finally managed to get this to perfect in a lot of places, but the entertainment requirements for this game are just complete bullshit. That's really a mistake. And they had the opportunity to fix it because they did make the expansion. They made Cleopatra. Mausoleum is done. And so is the mission.
All hail the mighty Pharaoh. Your dynasty is without equal, and Egyptians from now until the end of time will speak your name with the greatest reverence.
Finally. 624 in-game months.
Through 5 epochs, through countless trials and numberless lifetimes, Egypt has endured. Now, none challenge our authority. Your family's story is the story of Egypt. Thousands worship you as a god. And the dynasty you have forged shall never be forgotten.
The nightmare is over. Good riddance. I am not going to play the Cleopatra expansion, and I'm never going to play any game in the Caesar series. So this is it. Good night.